Prime Minister Narendra Modi arrived in the Japanese city of Hiroshima on Friday to attend the annual summit of the G7 grouping and the third in-person Quad leaders meeting. During the Quad meeting, PM Modi is slated to exchange views with world leaders on global challenges and discuss ways to collectively address them. The Indian Prime Minister arrived in Hiroshima on the first leg of his three-nation trip to Japan, Papua New Guinea and Australia and is expected to take part in over 40 engagements. Officials said that he will interact with over 24 world leaders in summits as well as in bilateral meetings. In his departure statement, the PM said, and I quote, "I look forward to exchanging views with the G7 countries and other invited partners on challenges that the world faces and the need to collectively address them. I would also be holding bilateral meetings with some of the leaders attending the Hiroshima G7 summit. My presence in this G7 summit is particularly meaningful as India holds the G20 presidency this year. I look forward to exchanging views with the G7 countries and other invited partners on challenges that the world faces and the need to collectively address them," PM Modi concluded. The Prime Minister was received by senior Japanese and Indian officials at the airport. PM Modi is visiting Hiroshima from May 19th to 21st, primarily for the annual summit of the G7 advanced economies, in which he is expected to speak on challenges facing the globe, including food, fertilizer and energy security. PM Modi is expected to hold bilateral meetings with some of the world leaders attending the Hiroshima G7 summit. The G7 bloc comprises Japan, the United States, the United Kingdom, France, Germany, Canada and Italy, as well as the European Union. From Japan, PM Modi is scheduled to travel to Port Moresby in Papua New Guinea, where he will host the third summit of the Forum for Indo-Pacific Islands Cooperation or FIPIC on May 22nd, jointly with Prime Minister James Marape. In the third and final leg of the trip, Modi will visit Australia from May 22nd to 24th. The Quad summit was originally scheduled to be held in Sydney, but it will now take place in Hiroshima as US President Joe Biden postponed his visit to Australia to focus on crucial debt ceiling talks in Washington. According to the White House, the Quad leaders from the US, India, Australia and Japan will discuss how they can deepen their cooperation on critical and emerging technologies, high-quality infrastructure, global health, climate change, maritime domain awareness and other issues that matter to the people of the Indo-Pacific. PM Modi's visit to Papua New Guinea will be the first ever by any Indian Prime Minister.
Subscribe to Oneindia channel and never miss an update.